I've managed to get hold of some old dead e-bike batteries. That one's had the BMS cut off it. There's that one, and then there's this poor one here. This is the classic problem you have with pouch cells, with the puffing up. So, and I've got that. I've got that one there with slightly larger cells. And here's another one with classic puffed up cells. So what I'm going to do is pull those all apart and see if I can breathe life back into some of the cells, and then conglomerate the good cells into another Powerwall pack of some sort, maybe another 1 kilowatt hour pack. We will see how it goes. So get that out of the way. This is probably the best place to start this thing here. So this is, I believe, a bit more dangerous than working with 18650s. If that blows, it will be very messy. If I short that out, it could turn very messy. So I need to be even more careful than normal. I don't know, I haven't done this, I haven't made a Powerwall pack with these cells before, so it's going to be an interesting exploration into what's possible and not possible. So I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. Let's dive in and see what happens. So that's the balance. First of all, I'll get rid of the BMS. Okay. Now, get rid of that. So these are pretty bad. These are all soldered. The tabs from these are soldered through this PC board. And I'm just wondering what's the best way to attack it. It might be to break the PC board here in order to get at least half of my danger. I wonder if I could just... No, I can't. That's not going to work. So let's try... What if I... Whew, yeah, that's a pretty strong board. Okay, I'm going to try and chop this in half so that at least I can separate the non-puffy cells from the puffy cells. This is all going to be pretty ugly. If I can make sure that I don't short. So there's a connection there, but nothing over there. I think I'm going to be okay here. I just want to score this PCB so that I can break it. Okay, so at least that doesn't look too bad. I'll measure the voltages on that. I suspect this has been sitting in a box for the last year or so, and the odds of it having any charge, especially when it's been mated with these stuffed cells. Pretty low, surely. Okay, let's see what we get here. Nothing. 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 And nothing. So these are probably all completely dead. Is it worth trying to separate these, I wonder? It's a bit hard to tell. It might be. So, I'm not sure if these are as robust, I don't think they are as robust as 18650s, which when they're dead flat can be resuscitated, whereas these, I'm not sure how well these can be resuscitated from completely 0 volts. Don't know. That will be an interesting experiment. So, is it worth playing with these further, or just throw this out as quickly as possible? Hate to throw things out. What's the best method of attack? What is the best method? I really don't want to have this blow up in my face. So, if I were to hacksaw that straight through that, okay, so that I'm just going to get rid of as quickly as I can. Just for interest's sake, I've got an old ammo box that I put dead cells into, and every month or so I take this back to the IT recycler. And hopefully, if that blows up, it will blow up inside the ammo box. Hopefully it won't blow up. Okay, so the crux of this whole plan is whether or not I can successfully unsolder each of these cells and then test each cell individually. And to help with that, I have this big grunty, it's actually only, what is it, it's 65 watts, but once it gets warmed up, it's pretty diabolical. So, let's see if okay. I might do is put down a piece of cardboard so I don't burn my mat. Right, I'm just trying to work out how well this is going to separate. Aha! It's going to separate like that. Ah, good, okay. Flicking solder around is not a recommended technique. Now, this board is incredibly tough. But what I really want to do is oh yep, this might work. Okay, so it's a destructive process, but once I get these separated, I'll have a much better idea of how to test them. Okay. So, alright, one. Says 3.6 volts, it's supposed to be 3.6 volts, but in fact the poor thing is, the poor wee thing is 2 millivolts. About as dead as you can get, I suspect. Let's forge ahead. So, that's good. Now, so that one is separated. Maybe if I they're all held together with double-sided tape. Okay. This is got to be really careful not to short cells when they're sandwiched like this, especially with metal tools. Okay. There's another one. Having solder penetrate the thing would be bad. Alright, let's just measure. I'll get stuff. Get that out of the way. Make some room. And let's measure this one. I'm expecting them all to be pretty dead. Yep, millivolts. Millivolts. And millivolts. So they're all completely flat, which is what I expected. But I'll keep pulling them apart, and then I will try the trickle charge method to see if they can be revived. We shall see. So I will carry on. I'm cutting these one at a time so that I don't short the batteries with the metal cutters. There's them. Right, good. So, this one, what's the best way to attack that? Possibly start here. Whew. That's my multimeter. It always tells me that it's been on for 5 minutes, which I think is pretty annoying, but anyway. Okay, let's see what happens here. That's one. Two. Hey, oof. That's a bit disconcerting. Bit too violent there. So what happened there was I actually ripped it off ripped off the tab, but there's still a bit there. Right. Now. Damn. Okay, so it goes like that, it goes like that. Let's see if I can get rid of that. I'm nervous about cutting through here because of all these lines which will be going all over the place. I wonder if it's a double-sided board. Oh, it must be, I think, or is it? Not sure. Alright, what's the best? Not quite sure how to attack. Okay, this is the easiest path. Come on. These solder tabs are notoriously hard to desolder. They really do need a super grunty soldering iron. A typical handheld 30 watt or 40 watt soldering iron isn't going to cut it. Good. Alright. That's another one. So. Okay. So, if I can nice toxic fumes as well. Oh, that's not good. Having molten solder run down the plastic outer is not good at all. Yeah, rip that off again. Man. Okay. So, down to the last one. And so we can get rid of yeah, man. Change of camera. I ran out of battery on the other one. Come on. Any moment now. Here we go. Right. Try not to splash myself with the molten solder. Okay. More molten solder on the plastic. Okay. So let's measure the voltages on these ones. Which I also expect will be dead. Dead. Add that to the pile. Woohoo! Dead, but only slightly less dead. Ever so slightly less dead. And dead. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 of those. Next step will be to try trickle charging them and see what happens there.